The streets of Doha erupted after Qatar won its bid to host one of the biggest sporting events in the world, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Behind the glitz and celebrity endorsements lie accusations of corruption and human rights abuses.
Fans don't want to sit in a stadium that workers died to build. It takes the joy and the love that they have for soccer and tramples on it.
Manju Devi's husband was one of thousands who lost their lives building the venues. So what's the true cost of having a small desert nation host the World Cup?
The winner is Qatar.
Today we celebrate, but tomorrow the work begins.
Qatar had just 12 years to complete the largest infrastructure project in World Cup history. The Gulf state had to build 8 state-of-the-art stadiums, install new roads and rail lines, and expand its airport, not to mention find accommodation for over 1 million spectators. To make all this happen, Qatar needed a vast labour force. Qatar recruited hundreds of thousands of workers, mainly from India, Nepal and Bangladesh, through agencies in their home countries. Just to secure a job, migrants had little choice but to pay recruitment fees of up to $4,000 before they left the country. And once they got to Qatar, they were already in debt and trapped in a system known in the Middle East as kafala.
The kafala system can be a form of modern-day slavery, and the features of it amount in some cases to forced labor.
It meant workers' visas were sponsored by an employer who had complete control not only over their job, but also their immigration status.
So a laborer might have a passport confiscated. A worker might not be able to change jobs. Qatar would not allow exit visas. And if your employer is abusive, you have no way out.
This is Diplal Mahato at home in Nepal. He spent 7 years working on construction sites in Qatar.
त्यो टिकुलिया बजारको साथी थियो त्यो गएछ त्यो भन्यो दीपलाल त्यो त्यहाँ राम्रो स्यालेरी आउँछ महिना स्यालेरी दिन्छ कम्पनी पनि राम्रो छ त्यही भएर त्यहाँ आऊ त्यो राम्रो हुन्छ त्यो.
In reality, the work turned out to be hard labor.
त्यो ग्यास सिलिन्डरलाई त्यो मजबुरी हुन्छ 15-16 हात लामो खालको पाइप हुन्छ यति मोटो त्यही लाइटरले बारेर त्यो ग्यास खोलेर त्यो रोल पोल्छु धूप में त्यो छत के ऊपर माथि.
He even worked through the summer months when temperatures could top 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Laxman Kamati shares a similar story.
50 केजी 60 केजी बोरीमा रमल कसेर यो टाउकोमा लिएर माथि जाने ऊपर जाने.
A chronic back injury from his time in Qatar prevents him from working today.
तल बैठेपछि उठ्न सक्दैन खडा पनि हुन सक्दैन तर लिएर खटाउने काम करायो पैसा पनि दिएन.
Sometimes workers weren't paid for months. Those working on the Khalifa Stadium in 2016 were only making roughly 800 Qatari riyals a month or $220. Employers provided workers with accommodation that was often cramped, dirty and unsafe. Many who travelled to Qatar for work never lived to tell their story. The Guardian found that there were over 6,500 migrant worker deaths between 2010 and 2020.